Wave 5 of Hasbro Beyblade X is officially here, and to be honest, this probably isn't the most thrilling of unboxings. We've got our hand on Gill Shark and Pearl Tiger. Let's crack open this new dual set to see how they stack up against their TT counterparts. First up, we've got Gill Shark. This is supposed to be the stamina variant of the original Gill Shark, and it's actually an echo of the Shelter Drake release from TT. But here's the kicker. It's been super hollowed out and it actually weighs less than Shelter Drake, which was already quite low weight anyway, but it has got the same shape profile as Shelter Drake, so I often found that Shelter was quite good at a ratchet sniping with its sharp downward sloping blades, but it's been nerfed even more with this weight decrease, making it a lot harder to use competitively. The ratchet 470, not a massive fan of four-sided ratchets because they are quite bursty, and 70 is usually, it's not a bad height if on some blades like Tyranno Beat, but for this I can't see it being that effective. But I gotta say, I do love the color of that 470, the bold pink. So my plan is to swap my 450 ratchet with the pink, so I get a nice pink 450. And the bit, quite an old part, we've got Orb, which is very similar to Ball, good for stamina, probably a bit better on defensive builds, doesn't last as long as Ball, and has some wild movement sometimes, but it's still definitely a good bit. I think it's been outclassed by Low Orb though. And then we have Pearl Tiger, or Wise Tiger if you have the TT version. This is the Hasbro version though. This is a three-sided blade. Honestly, it's one of my favorite looking Beyblades. Have found it's not overly effective, but it's really cool looking. But this is a balance type Beyblade. It's meant to absorb the attacks and have a bit more stamina, but I think the weight is just nerfed it a little bit. But if you stick it on a good combo, like Kit can get something out of this. The ratchet is 360, and I do love 360s, one of my favorite ratchets. And because it's Hasbro, it does mean it's usually a little bit tighter than its TT counterparts, which is awesome to have another one in the collection. And the bit is Unite, another bit that I actually really enjoy. There is meant to be a protruding part coming out of the bottom. I thought with this new release that would have been more protrusion compared to the old TT mold, but it looks like it's very similar. That point is meant to add a bit more stamina, but in reality it does absolutely nothing. So it's just pretty much a taper, but a little bit flatter, a little bit more aggressive. I do really like Unite, so happy to have another one. So overall, it's not a bad dual back to get. You get some decent parts in it with 360 and Unite. Gill Shark is going to have issues. It's very light, but we'll see how it does. Right, we've got Gill Shark, and I'm going to go up against Wise Tiger to start off. I've put it on a better combo. Gill Shark on free ball because it is meant to be a stamina type, and Wise Tiger on point, as that's one of my favourite builds, 360 point. Let's see how they do. Wise Tiger still outspinning, even though this is on a stamina build. It's just super light, but we'll keep going. Does manage to outspin this time though. Another outspin for Gill Shark. Not getting the big hits by Tiger. Bursting everywhere there, but Gill Shark definitely got the initial burst, so takes it against Wise Tiger. Next up, we'll put it up against its bigger brother, Shark Edge. Shark Edge on 160 Rush. low rush actually. Let's see if it can withstand the attacks, Gill Shark, with its super lightweight. Oh, Shark Edge just showing its absolute dominance. Burst and a pocket. Gill Shark tanking the hits that time though. Couldn't outspin Shark that time. Does outspin it. And a big burst. To be honest, 460 is quite bursty as it is. I do really love the pink on it though. But yeah, Gill Shark is just so light. I don't know what use you would get out of it. Even in an under 35 grams tournament, it's probably still too light to do anything good on that. But we'll test it up against another super lightweight. We've got Ghost 070 Hexa, one of my personal favourite combos for it. Gill Shark 460 free ball. Dominated by Ghost. It looks quite unbalanced, Shark. I don't think we need to go anymore. Got dominated by Ghost on Hexa. Really should be outspinning it on free ball, but yeah, not looking good for Gill Shark. Right, next we'll try a Wise Tiger up against that Shark, but this time I put it on my absolute favourite Wise Tiger or Pearl Tiger combo, 360 kick. I think the kick works really well on Wise Tiger. I've done a video on it before, and up against that Shark low rush. Wow, Weiss knocked him into the pocket, but then got shoved in the pocket himself. Massive extreme from Weiss then. Crazy. I do really love this bay. Shark getting some good hits underneath Weiss that time. And Shark does take that in the end, but Weiss put up a good fight. It is definitely a decent enough bay. I would definitely use it in an under 35 grams tournament. And then last up, we'll just put it up against Ghost, see if it can do better than Gill Shark did. No, too much stamina from Ghost. again, Ghost tanking them on Hexa pretty well. Too much dampener. Finally, Weiss getting some points on the board. Kicking back into it. And Ghost just outspins that time, but put up a fight, Weiss. It's definitely a good blade if you can master it. Definitely like it on kick. Maybe I needed to change the ratchet, but yeah. Out of that jewel pack, you should definitely get it for the Weiss Tiger or Pearl Tiger if you haven't got one yet. Gill Shark, I don't think I'm ever going to use again. It has zero uses, to be honest. But yeah, look cool, and there's a nice pink ratchet. So right, that's it from me. Gill Shark, it's just awful. Honestly, I have no idea why they nerfed an already not great bay so much. They may as well just reprinted Shelter Drake. Weiss Tiger, nice to have some more bits. One of my favorite looking bays, like visually, competitively. I don't really enjoy it, but I do prefer it on kick. It does do some good bits. But yeah, definitely worth getting hold of. There's some good parts, and if you're a collector, you've got to get Gill Shark anyway. So that's it from me. Make sure to like and subscribe. BeyMac out.